Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Black Mirror 3. So, we went from one puzzle we couldn't do to another room with immediately another puzzle. Seems like at the end they're going to kind of hard load us into several puzzles in a row. That seems a little odd considering how rare they've been.
Chains hanging against the wall, running from floor to ceiling, and then they disappear into holes. And there are some kind of capsules hanging on the chains.
Yeah, each of the capsules has a key that's supposed to unlock this door. I think by pressing different sarcophaguses we'll find items that we're going to use on this scale to try and measure different things, which will then cause different ones to be reachable. And then we'll get all the keys. We could talk to Valentina, see if there's anything actually to say.
Valentina.
Yes.
I guess I can ask her about the hieroglyphics.
Looks like someone scratched their memoirs on the wall.
The hieroglyphics on the wall seem to be describing certain things which were dangerous for them back in those days.
Bread being important I can get. But a bone?
No, I don't mean each symbol on its own, but a row of symbols describes a person, for example.
So like, bread would belong to a baker then?
Yes, but it can also describe other people. Bread was baked by bakers, sold by traders, and also then eaten at some point.
Does it say how you get the door open as well?
Right now I don't see any connection.
A couple of sticks of dynamite could come in handy right now.
I doubt it. It has to be the case that only people of pure heart can go further down. Dynamite is a somewhat brutal option.
Guess we could see if we could take a picture of anything. Nope. And we can't go through this way because it says we'll be attacked by shades if we go in the dark.
Something's sticking out of the dust.
It's a fish.
A piece of jewelry, shaped like a fish.
So maybe I'm gonna actually use the hieroglyphics in a way. I'm surprised that it wouldn't just let me use the candle, which is lit.
A
still.
grave candle is better than no light at all.
Alright, we're gonna just have to click on all the sarcophaguses. Then I'll look at the hieroglyphics and then I'll decide if maybe there's a combination here that makes sense. We saw some symbols in the previous chamber, but I don't remember them. If they played a big role, that would have really sucked for us to have had to write it down or memorize them. I think they played a part in solving the puzzle that we skipped.
Bones in here, nothing else.
Right. Go back and look at this sarcophagus just to see if there's anything else.
There's a weird disc thing lying among the bones.
I guess I missed that somehow. So we have a boat.
That looks like a round shield a warrior might use.
A shield and a fish. Valentina's not playing a major role here. Also, she doesn't have the rope anymore, so she can't tie us up. Which probably wasn't ever going to happen. If she was going to tie you up, she would have done it when you passed out. Earlier in the game.
There's an arrowhead in here. Still looks pretty good. I'm gonna take that with me.
So that eliminated the 4 sarcophaguses, which just leaves this dish, this hole, this cage, this relief. We'll look at the cage.
I'm so close to where I want to be. Why should I turn around?
Should I stick my hand in the hole? I guess I should. We found 6 items and 1 key already. Have we found 6 items?
What's that? A map?
Have to wait for her to walk all the way across the room to respond to us. There was a map in the first game, I believe, that kind of sucked with the labyrinth.
It could be a map of this place.
Yeah. If this is how it's gonna go down again, where we have to walk around. I don't know how this works. You start here, you're in 2, and then 2, and then 3 and 3. These don't really connect. 2, 2, 3, 2. 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. If there was some way that you could do this where you were here, 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 up here. Or no, here, then over here, then up here, then here, and then here, then back here, and then back here, then back here. How many times have I been in this room now? Twice. Probably actually here, and then there, then there, and then there. If that's what it's supposed to be. But I could be totally wrong about that too. Let's go look at this. It didn't give us anything else besides the map, which I was a little afraid it was going to hand us like 5 different things just to overly simplify everything. Okay, well, it seems like we need to look at the hieroglyphs now. That's a weird puzzle. It doesn't really feel like it's working in the same gameplay mechanics that we've been working with before. Alright, so we have symbols here that I cannot see. We've got hieroglyphics here, hieroglyphics here, hieroglyphics here. We can look at. And that's kind of it.
A strange death's head with a huge mouth? No idea what that's supposed to be.
That's the Black Mirror, I guess. These are the sacrifices.
7 people standing around the place. Oh no, 3 of them are lying down.
There's
Are they sleeping or are
6
they dead?
people on the hieroglyphs. Unless we go this way. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 columns on the hieroglyphs.
A whole load of symbols. Fish, crown, no idea, bones, and so on.
Right, fish. We have on this. Crown. We don't have. Nothing here. Nothing here. I'm thinking we go with the fish and then maybe it drops some more hieroglyphics down or switches them out, and we'll see what happens. Or you know what might happen is we put the fish in here and it fills with water magically. Doesn't seem like there's a boat though. Well, that's too heavy. So are we just taking things out? All four things are too heavy. That's not too heavy and not locking in. That's not too heavy, not locking in. That's not too heavy, locking it in. That's not too heavy, but not locking it in. So, are we really supposed to just brute force this? No, all four of them did work.
Think about it, Adrian. Something's missing.
A capsule.
The last key didn't fit. Maybe this one here.
I mean, we can go and try. I think you need all the keys.
I'll try it in all the locks. Well, the key fits in all the holes, but it won't turn. I'll leave it here.
So, back we go. Fish only exit.
I think I'm still missing something.
Like all four do
I'm
seem
still
to spin
missing
around things, but seems like it only switches between two different points.
There are 6 different keyholes, so there has to be 6 correct keys for them. Looks like all of the capsules have gold keys in them. I've got no idea how many of them there are. I really ought to find out what's going on with all this stuff.
Talk to Valentina.
I wouldn't know what I might ask her.
Play as Valentina, perhaps.
That's an offering dish. So this statue is probably a representation of a pre-Christian god.
So what can she click on? The helmet, Adrian, the cage, the hieroglyphics, the chains, and some more hieroglyphics over here.
The hieroglyphics have lasted well. I wish I had time to examine them more closely. Perhaps when all of this is over. There's no going back. We have to find the Black Mirror. That looks like a drawbridge mechanism, or something like that. There's nothing to discuss with Adrian right now.
Look at the stone door. The game seemed like it was willing to let me skip this puzzle, but...
I see. The Gordons seem to take their guardian duties very seriously.
I don't want to do that yet.
You're not going to get past this door all too easily.
Maybe she needs to look in
strange depiction.
each of the sarcophagus.
What can it mean? Ah, I'm sure that represents the Black Mirror. The death's head is symbolic of death. 7 people, all a little different. Could they perhaps represent different societal groups from their time back then? 3 people are lying down, 4 are standing. In the middle, there's an altar chiseled in.
So she has like so much more knowledge than
I don't know
he
all
does.
the symbols, but they seem to be describing something. At least it looks like they've been divided into 7 groups. Perhaps each of the symbol sequences describes one of the people on the upper half.
Okay. If we were to believe that, then what are we trying to do here? Like, there's a fish here and a fish there. So, wait, we got a fish, a boat, and yeah, it looks like we are missing symbols because 4 of these at least are necessary. If I can find water, bread to go with the boat, and then a goblet to go with the fish, and a house, maybe that would work. Does she have... She can't look at the sarcophaguses though.
A helmet like the Crusaders wore in the 13th century. I'd love to know who lost this one here. I'd better leave this to Adrian.
And it doesn't look like she can even click on the dish.
I've never seen a statue like that before. Could the Gordons have put it there? Or is it much older? This place would be an archaeologist's dream.
Well, this is getting a little frustrating at this point. Because it feels like there should be other things that could be picked up. Or I'm supposed to just go through the doorway, even though it warned me not to go through the doorway. Like, I get it. Fish and boat. And then exit. Let's see if that works.
Think about it, Adrian. Something's missing.
Let's do the opposite of fish and boat.
I think I'm still missing something.
Yeah. Well, is there any item that I can have that would add to that? Like, clearly I'm missing something. Let's just go this way. Let's just see. Let's see if this, now that we have a map, if we can go through. Oh yeah, so we can just go this way.
This is one proper labyrinth. Where now? Straight ahead or to the right?
Did you see that? In the room ahead.
What is that?
No idea, but it's moving.
Is that one of those shades?
Whatever it is, we shouldn't get too close to it. Be a good idea to close the door.
Huh? How did you know that the switch was the right one?
I didn't. That's what you call putting your faith in God.
Okay. So there's switches all over here. And we've got to figure out, because which is which.
I can feel something dark in this room.
Alright, so when I walk this way, I think So we got this map here. Shades with the shade.
There are Roman numerals in the rooms.
It's saying it wants one door closed in this room or something. I don't know. Like, the problem here is getting into that room. Got a sarcophagus.
I need Valentina's help for that.
Okay, and Valentina is not going to just come along quietly, I don't think. Or maybe she is.
Richly decorated stone sarcophaguses. You'd probably only have highly respected people buried in these. But I don't see either a name or crests here. No noble Gordon would have themselves buried without them. So, that means there probably isn't a Gordon lying here.
This is gonna get...
Richly but I don't... No noble...
This is gonna get long. If there's a lot of ways that you can die. And it's kind of hard to see. I see one here, I see a sarcophagus here.
Dust, bones, and a crown. That has to be a king's grave.
Okay, that's exactly one of the things I think I needed.
Or a thief's. One that stole a king's crown.
The weirdness here, it seems to come from the number of potential switches. Nope, I want that closed. See, I don't see how I'm going to move or get the shades to move. It feels like as soon as I'm in a room, I'm probably gonna die if the shade is in the room too. So unless I'm supposed to sacrifice her, Valentina, I don't think. I'm confused. I had 4 things I found in the previous room, so I need to find all 3 things here before I even go back in the room.
Nothing.
It seems pretty obvious.
Coffin's empty.
Really? Just double check. Can we talk to each other?
There's nothing to discuss with Adrian right now.
Alright, well, if the coffin is empty, then what are we doing? Okay. Load the automatic save. I seriously may just have to walk through this like as in some weird way. I may have to just, I don't know. Like, the light being on didn't seem to do anything. Unless she dies and that does something different. Or she doesn't die. Right. Is there? There's a light
everywhere.
here.
These weird green lights.
Yeah, if I switch either one of those, that wouldn't work. But all we have are switches. So unless there's a system that I'm not getting. That turns on that light. And just bring her back this way. Like, I'm doing everything it feels like I could do to turn on as many lights as possible. I hope this is just auto-saving at every move. She dies, and yet I die. Okay. Felt like we kind of needed to learn that. Alright.
I think there's something evil in this room.
What if we were to hit the switch? What if we were to turn off the light and then hit the switch? So I hit this switch, that turns off the light in that room. Now when she hits this switch, it turns on the light and they can't follow. Okay. But walking in the room still does kill her. Man, I don't quite get this. She hits this, and then what? I hit this, and then she's dead again. I think I'm gonna just follow a walkthrough directly because this puzzle's not making any sense. Let's see. She hits that. That turns on the light. Theoretically, then maybe he comes over here. Can I walk all the way around? Perhaps I can. How many things can I click on when I do something like this? Not a lot. Not by my own. It feels like you need multiple people more than what you have. So in theory, I hit the switch and the light comes on. Is that right? Okay, that's weird. And that seems like that didn't matter too much. Right. There's a niche here.
Ugh, the whole niche is full of human skulls. Well, not quite. Here's a bowl. Rather nicely decorated.
Okay. Now there seems to be only a switch here and here, so you can't open the other side? That was pretty obvious. Let's see if this works. Otherwise, I'm so confused. Either way, we're gonna have to do this in the next recording. That's just how it's gonna break down. Okay. What does this switch do, by the way? Nothing for the lights. So that's just an unimportant switch, it seems. Unless there's actually something that this switch does do. No, it just blocks it off. Alright. The thing here is this map doesn't seem to indicate too much other than I need 2 doors open at all times in some places, 3 doors open in some other places to turn on the lights. I think the goal is going to be to snooker all of the characters, all the shades into the light. But I'm not 100% sure how that's going to work. Seems like probably the puzzle does evolve around this. No, she can walk all the way around this time. I don't know if I'm enjoying this or if I'm just taking it with slightly better grain of salt that at least here's some gameplay. This probably is better than the labyrinth in the first game. Slightly. So we made a bit of progress here. Unfortunately, it's been another 30 minutes, 35 minutes actually. Let's go ahead and save 33 hours. No, 33 save slots, which is more like 16 and a half hours have gone by. I wouldn't be surprised if it took me maybe an entire another 30 minutes to solve this puzzle, with just a lot of deaths and mistakes. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend to follow me on a bunch of social media sites, there's a bunch of links down below. And if you want to support me, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.